AI finance. What is AI finance? Today we're going to find out. We're going to discover what is AI finance and how it can help your family, if you will. Why? 3 reasons. Right now, this is the village that I was born in. Right now, it's under a lot of pressure. Bombs from the sky, no hope, all of these things. So we're rebuilding the future of these communities with AI finance, starting from home. We believe that charity starts at home, so I invited all of your friends and family to share this information with you. And the reason why I do this, I grew up in a very small village in border of Iran, Iraq, Turkey, known as Kurdistan, and over the years, I had the chance to grow up under the shadow of my father, who passed away during COVID-19. My dream, my goal was always to find a place where I can keep my family together, so I can keep people that I love connected to my children who are here. This company has given us this chance. So without going further details into this story, is being into a Netflix series we're working on with Canadian producers, with the government of Kurdistan, and we do a lot of charity work over the years. I didn't forget where I came from. Lastly, we're here to promote peace. I was just in Hajj, and just to go there in Mecca, to go there and to feel the vibe. Right now, the whole region is under a lot of stress. So I'm asking everyone to pray for peace. We have been doing non-profit work for over 2 decades now through this organization that belongs to my family. But my personal journey is right here. Graduated in 2001 from DeVry University. I started working at FedEx as an operation manager, and right here, professional career, 10 years as a financial advisor. I was with a company called Primerica, did similar meetings all over the city, US, Canada. After that, I started the Camel company. We got some products to show you to showcase the benefits of Camel products. And in my journey, I found out that money was made 4 ways. Most of the people that we know are employees. They have a job. Some have a practice of their own. We have a doctor in the room. We have dentists. We have lawyers, people who work for themselves. The problem with this part of the equation, when you leave, your work leaves with you. In other words, if you take a vacation, go to Cuba, go anywhere else, as you're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, your income goes with you. What I found out in my research is that the rich people are the people who are either business owners or are investors. After 10 years of giving financial advice to Canadians, there was no company that a person can put $100 in and be an investor. There's no such thing. There's no such concept until today. Here today, you get a chance to look at an opportunity that will help you become an investor and business owner at the same time. Just by becoming a customer, you become an investor and you can develop a business. This is the real statistics in Canada. I've gone through this many, many times, but just to let you know the difference. Again, important slide right here. 30 years of reading all kinds of books, going to seminars, learning about success. What I found out was these people think differently. 5% of people, their thoughts are different than 95% of people. And these thoughts are put on paper and they're clarified into plans and they're executed on daily basis, while the majority of people will still be working at 65 or dead broke at 65. What is dead broke? 2 months away from a mortgage failure, from not paying your rent, from not having food in your fridge, and all of that. This statistics is shocking to me, and that is why I'm here to share with you my experiences of what I've figured out. For the last 3 decades, I have been writing books speaking about financial services or personal development all over the world. And now here in Canada, we developed a company under Camel Care, which I recommend you all go and check it out at www.camelcare. And now we partnered up with a company in Saudi, and the label's out under Riyadh. Naga Riyadh means the mother camel. That is really where all of the goodies are. Camels are incredible animals and they love them in the Far East. And before I do go on this journey to discover about this AI finance opportunity, I already was in business. I'm already doing my business. This does not take any more time from your schedule than you already do. If you go on the banking app and you check your bank account to see how much is in Scotia, CIBC, Bank of Montreal, this is a perfect fit. This was my main business. Then I was introduced to AI finance by one of my students. We were talking about laws of the universe, the law of belief. Whatever you believe will become true for you. False or real, doesn't matter. Law of expectation, your expectations are your self-fulfilling prophecies. What you expect happens to you normally. You were talking about law of thinking. the accurate thinking or false thinking, law of attraction, and the most important thing that I've discovered in the last 30 years is what Albert Einstein called the most powerful force in the universe. And that is none other than compound interest. I already was familiar with these concepts. I already had financial background, and our focus was health. But I knew in the current banking system, it was very hard to make money. Whatever your money you put in the bank will be lent out to the global markets. The banks make all of the money, you get usually no return. Here, we change the equation by introducing what's called AI finance. What is AI finance? Simple terms, AI doing finance. What is finance? Finance is money. So if you ask AI, how can I make money fastest, or the securest, or the safest, it will come up with solutions. If you have checked your phone to get here with a GPS, that means you're using AI. If you have put in Chat GPT to, interpret my dream. Let's say I had a dream. My sister in Sweden was telling me she had a dream. They put it in Chat GPT. Wow, this is perfect. Why? AI is changing the world worse now. You can get all of the information from beginning of time to right now be given to you in split seconds. So this AI decides the trades that we're going to talk about today. The first question that I was asked, that I asked my friends, I asked Mark, Vince, all of you who are here, how much is your bank paying you? Most people are shocked. Nothing, zero. Now we get the chance to introduce you to a new system, what we called Aurum New Bank. Now, if I ask you how much your bank pays you if your money was Aurum New Bank, and everybody who got paid, I can ask you to raise your hand. Mark, did you get paid? Vince, did you get paid today? All the people, doctor, got paid today. All of the people who put their money here get paid every single day by Aurum New Bank. Aurum New Bank was registered. It's built by philanthropists, people who have millions and millions and millions of dollars. They told me that they are sick and tired of making millionaires become billionaires. They want to give average and ordinary people a chance to build financial success for themselves. Registered in Poland, Warsaw, Poland, as Aurum New Bank. Registered in Dubai, which I visited, and registered in Hong Kong. In other words, this company is global. It's very big. It doesn't need your $100 or my $1,000. It's already got $250 million evaluation as of January. So they have a lot of money. The mission is what really gets me excited. By no means, I'm not a financial advisor. I have been a financial advisor in the past for 10 years. Those statistics I show you before this is absolutely true. You can go read the news. You can watch the news, you can watch YouTube, you can watch it and see it, and it will consume you. Today I'm introducing you to a new idea, new way of thinking, if you will, through Aurum New Bank. Let's watch 2020. This video was made to show the company's 10-year plan. So today, 2026, 10 years, 2036. Let's see what this company has for next 10 years, next 20 years, next 30 years.
February 2023. The world was still living by the old financial logic, but we pressed start. We wanted to create an ecosystem that would unite artificial intelligence and finance to make asset management simple, scalable, and secure. That's how Aurum was born. The starting point was EXAI Bot, the first AI-powered trading solution, an algorithm that laid the foundation for an entire era. From that moment, we began expanding at the speed of light. We've built and are implementing a vision that includes trading AI bots, exchanges, neobank, crypto cards, and real-world asset tokenization, official registration in Hong Kong, and the first features in global media. The creation of Aurum Neobank, the launch of Zeus AI Bot, and the flash loan license surpassing $1 million in profits. The opening of our headquarters in Dubai, where hundreds of industry leaders gathered. The world started to talk about us. We were featured by Binance, Benzinga, Crypto Reporter, and Blockchain Wire. Forbes called us the new infrastructure of global finance. But this is no time to pause. We're gaining momentum. We launch Aurum Academy, strengthen our team, and appoint Brian Benson, a professional with 27 years of experience, as our CEO. Global events in Vietnam, Dubai, and Antalya. Thousands of cards sold, and the launch of the AI agent ecosystem. Today, we stand on the stage of Token 2049 Singapore, alongside the leaders of Binance, Tether, KuCoin, and Tron. And this moment once again proves Aurum is a global ecosystem of worldwide scale. But the most important part, this is only the beginning. The next decade will be one of expansion. In 2025 to 2026, we bring Aurum Neobank to the mass market. Hundreds of thousands of users, millions of transactions. The launch of Aurum Exchange, which reaches $5 billion in trading volume within its first year. AI bots manage over $100 million in assets. The first 5,000 cash-in and withdrawal terminals appear. Aurum establishes its presence in 10 countries and secures its position in the global market. In 2027 to 2028, we raise the bar. Neobank reaches 2 million users and 1.5 million cards. During this period, Aurum DEX, a next-generation decentralized exchange, launches. Personalized AI-based services emerge. Credit scoring and capital management. The first RWA deals worth $500 million are integrated. The terminal network expands to 20,000 points across 20 countries. By 2029, Neobank evolves into a super app. Flight bookings, taxis, car rentals, food delivery, while transactions exceed $20 billion. Aurum DEX cements its position within the ecosystem with $5 billion in trading volume, becoming a key element of Aurum's DeFi direction. AI agents operate for hundreds of thousands of businesses, and RWA grows to $5 billion. Aurum becomes an ecosystem that accompanies users every day. In 2030 to 2033, we reach global scale. Neobank's user base hits 12 million and over 10 million cards. Inside the super app, 15 to 20 integrated services and partnerships with 500 global brands. Aurum Exchange reaches $90 billion in trading volume and enters the top 10 global crypto exchanges. The terminal network expands to 100,000 plus locations across 50 plus countries. The annual Aurum Global Summit gathers 5,000 leaders. By 2033 to 2035, Aurum Neobank enters the top 5 global neobanks with a valuation of $10 billion plus. Aurum Exchange remains in the top 10, while Aurum DEX surpasses $20 billion in trading volume. AI manages over $5 billion in assets, and RWA exceeds $20 billion. We are present in 75 countries, with 1,000 global partners and over 100,000 terminals. The Aurum Global Summit brings together 10,000 industry leaders. Aurum becomes the symbol of a new financial era, a system that made finance accessible to everyone, a story that has already transformed the industry, and a future that already belongs to us.
Opportunity where they showed you what's the next 10-year plan. I don't think you goes to Scotiabank or any bank, they show you the next 10 years plan. This was 10 years plan created by this genius young man, Brian Benson. You should write this name, you should Google it, YouTube it, watch everything. This is a genius like Steve Jobs, like Elon Musk, but his expertise is AI finance. He has 27 years of experience in the financial industry, worked for Morgan Stanley, which is one of the biggest companies in America that dictates the whole American economy. He was a second man with a company called Binance. Binance was the first exchange globally where people took paper money, turned it into electric money, where people took their exchange to buy crypto, to buy Bitcoin, things like this. He was a part of that. He built that company all over South America, then went to Hong Kong, China, and he was eventually hired by Aurum to run the company. If you go on YouTube, make sure that you watch especially this interview. Amazing, lots of information. I have done my own research. All I do is recommend that you do yourself. Who is Brian Benson? He speaks at Token 49 Singapore, in Singapore with Donald Trump's son, with some other people around the world who are interested in this whole financial services change, and he is a highly sought professional by banks in Switzerland, in Dubai, in Hong Kong, and places like this. Recently, he spoke at Satoshi Roundtable. What is Satoshi Roundtable? You know, the thing called Bitcoin? A guy called Satoshi, he brought it up in America, and it's leading the way of the future of money, and he is speaking at that. This is very, very credible people who I have some of them personally met. Now, all of this information I heard online, without in person, without being able to ask questions, but because my antenna was my mind was searching for an opportunity to bring all my family together, I had to take a trip. I went and met Ahmad Zen. Ahmad Zen happens to be a Canadian. His family is right here in Stony Creek. He's one of the millionaires in Dubai, multi-millionaires. He said, I am been helping millionaires become billionaires. I want to help other people have an opportunity through this AI. I also took my Camel Care partner, which right now we're expanding in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We both had a good chance to talk to him for hours and hours, ask all the questions. I said, is this real? Because people are going to think, no way you can get 10%, 15, 12, all the way to 17.5%. He said, my mother is 79-year-old. She lives in Dubai. It's an expensive city. You all know that, the most expensive probably. I have put 50,000 on this robot and it will make her $8,000 to $10,000 on monthly basis. More products that I will tell you about. Here is Brian himself. When you look at this guy, you know you can trust him. I have not met one person, and I met many people who met him. The nicest CEO on the planet. It will take your time. If you put $100 in this company or you put $1 million in the company, he does not differentiate. Let's see what he says about
Aurum
what
is
this AI can do.
AI finance company. So we have an exchange, we have a card program, we have a neobank, and then we also have yield products that lean into AI for execution and management of the funds. And so at its essence, we are a company that's looking to leverage AI to bring better financial results to everyone. It's for everyone really, but it's for people that are looking for a passive income, that are looking for the best tools and services that they can use to safeguard their crypto, to grow it, and to use it in real everyday life.
Aurum already has, I think, 90 million of assets under management on the trading side of things. So clearly they have product market fit. And that's what we look to do, is invest in companies that are already at the product market fit stage and are looking to accelerate further on into Series A and beyond. And we also believe that most Web3 companies need to have a blended cap table of Web3 and Web2 investors on them, especially in the fintech space. That's another way that we help with our investments and partners that we do, is to bring people together at these events, everywhere from the biggest music festivals to the Mandarin Oriental Penthouse to conferences. That's where real connections are made, and ultimately how you get these bigger partnerships, larger funding rounds, and bigger distribution networks.
The leader in that space is the one that Forbes magazine has written space many times. And he's the counsel of Forbes magazine's educational council or financial council. They said that Aurum provides institutional grade trading. Institutions are banks. Great trading to the average person, to you and me. What the banks can do, we now can do. That's what the Forbes said about Brian Benson. How does it do it? It's a robot. It's called EXAI bot. This robot does trading on daily basis, including today. As a matter of fact, today was one of the very best days. You can see the deposits coming to your account. You open an account. If you had between $100 and $249 on daily basis, on monthly basis, it produces $10.49. Now you get paid daily, but it does this on monthly basis. This is unheard of. This is astronomical. This has never been the case in the bank or in this Western world, because we are controlled. You know that. Standard is person who puts $249 to $999. The minute you pass over $1,000, you go to the next level, which is 12.2%. These are past performances. If anyone is interested in having all of the money in the world in their hand, and they have some money that's sitting in an RSP, a bank account somewhere that you're waiting for the future, if you happen to be lucky enough to get here, which thousands of other people have right now, you can make about $1,000 from this system per week to pay for your expenses, so you can time with your children, all of this stuff. Ahmad Zain's mother was in this category. She put $50,000, she's getting paid about, it's a simple formula I'll show you, $8,000 to $10,000 a month. How does this company do it? Since 2023, it has been producing 70.5%. How? It's a robot. We just talked about ChatGPT, all of these things, robotics, how fast they work and how better than human beings. This one gets fed all of the news from Bloomberg, White House, Japan, and it analyzes and it sees and decides what to buy, what to sell, when to buy, when to sell at a speed of 10,000 decisions per second. EXAI bot is the first product. The banks had offered Brian Benson and this team of Aurum Foundation $100 million for this robot, and they did not sell, and they decided to make this available to people like you and I. In the beginning, 2025, there was $56 million being traded on this particular one. By end of the year, which we just got updates from, the office. $77 million is on it. This robot is trading already every single day. So they don't need your $100 or mine to make it better. It's already the best. We're just getting the chance to participate in what other banks and institutions already have been using for decades. An example of a customer, those of you who are really serious about changing your life, we're here to stay. A $10,000 investment made in April 10th of 2025. This is what got my attention. This is really what I said, okay, I need to go to Dubai to find out. 5 weeks later, April 10 to May 16, this account was at $12,364. Exactly gone to 10 weeks. 55,000, 55%, 15,000, 12 weeks, 17,000, 16 weeks, 100% return. Tell me, my good friends, where in the world can you go to do a $10,000 investment to double it in 16 weeks? And to have that money continually working for you? There's a one catch. There's one thing the company does not do for you, and that is turn this button on. You just do this. That's it. You make sure it's green. That means the compound interest that Einstein talked about today will start tomorrow, will be more, and next day will be more, and on and on. I just asked them to send me an update, the last update, same $10,000 investment, April 25, right now, $46,000. No real estate, no gold, no uranium, no silver does this. This was a 9-month track, as you can see from here. This information is important enough for you to go and change somebody's life, start a conversation. How do I get started? It's very simple. This is called decentralized banking. It means that you have to connect the global network, which is safer, secure than Rogers, Bell, all of the restrictions that you have. The first thing you need is VPN. Proton VPN. You download it on your app store. The next is Brave browser. This is a secure browser. When you go online, when you go on Google, when you go on Netscape, everybody can hack into your computer, see exactly where you are, what are you typing, your friends or your family or your email. When you use this guy, everything is encrypted end to end. Remember, I graduated 2001 from business information technology. This is 30 years almost later. Things have changed, but I have kept my mind focused on what is changing. These are the security feature. The last one is the authenticator. Google Authenticator, every time you want to log onto your account, it's going to send you a number that you need 30 seconds or less to go and put it into this authenticator to recognize that it is you. And this starting point is $19.99 to be able to open an account and enjoy all of the benefit. The other one is a wallet, a digital wallet like a Coinbase, which is Canadian, which does work amazingly. Welcome, Nazila. Welcome, my friend. So that's how you become a member in the company. This Visa card comes as you start to earn profits. Now I have this Visa card in my wallet and in my pocket, and here it is, just to show you the reality of this thing. I've been going throughout the Middle East, from Saudi to Dubai to Qatar to Bahrain to Istanbul, withdrawing money from this card. And what it does, it will give you the cash from that country. If I was to go to Philippines with my good friend here, it would give me the money from there. If I was go to Russia, it would give me money from there. If I go anywhere, it gives you the money from that country at 1% rate of exchange, because it's the profits that your robot is making that goes and mounts onto this, up to $100,000. No KYC. Know your customer. Usually the bank will scan you, they will plan you, they will take all of your IDs, they make sure that they know who you are and where you are in case things go bankrupt or bad, so they have somewhere to hold on to you. This is no KYC because you're only using your own money. This is a separate business. All over the world, here is again a digital version of the same card that comes on your phone. My friend Hadi Mahochi, who introduced me to this company, is using in Quebec, buy himself some food. Here again in Saudi Arabia, I'm checking this card out to see if it gives me cash. It works perfectly, just like a regular bank card. Put your PIN in there, put your amount, and if it's on the card, it will give you at less expense than any other exchange in the world. Cash in your hand. And if you can use that cash, you use that. If not, you just tap it. I was tapping it in the subway, Saudi, Dubai, anywhere I go, I use it to either withdraw money or just make purchases all day. Saudi cash in Saudi, Canadian dollars in Canada, and the story goes on and on. This is the second robot. They have 7 of these. This one takes crypto. It takes Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you are familiar with the crypto world, anything you park here on this robot not only will give you the return that your, crypto or that, denomination has, but it will also give you another 17.5% on top of what your crypto does. This is called an zoo spot, and it's withdrawable. With one day you can put your money in there, make some money, next day you can get out. 10th and 20th of the month, and you have to pay a 35% charge. Why? Because the minute you put your $100 here, the person who introduced you to the company already gets paid. This company has no charge back, what they call in the insurance industry. This is called liquid staking. That means you have other cryptocurrencies, you just park it here, you get another 20% yearly in this self, if you will, the safe. This is the future of Aurum Foundation. You use this probably to buy yourself a coffee or to get here to put gas. We have introduced these in Dubai and also in Hong Kong. This machine is in testing. It can take your cash, turn it into crypto. It can take your crypto, give you cash, vice versa. This is the future of money. All of this information is available on Telegram. Now, most people disqualify themselves because they can't believe that there's a place that they can learn this stuff. This is an exchange that is live, that is doing. I've never used it. It's not too complicated for me. I don't want to use the things that I don't know anything about. I only use the things that I know things about, and that is what I'm explaining to yourself. As of last week, the company has just partnered up with the government of Sierra Leone. Here is the ex-minister of Sierra Leone taking the gold that is undeveloped, underdeveloped. All the French, all the English go there to take this gold out. Now at all stops, they can take out their own gold, tokenize it. Means every bar of gold will be basically tokenized. You can buy, let's say, a bar of gold for $100, $500, whatever you can afford to be a part of that ownership of that. That's called tokenization. These are some of the brightest minds in the banking industry, including this Nick Patel that was asked last week in an interview, how do you see the future of gold? And the calculation was that the government of the US has got this much debt. In order for it to eliminate, without any backup other currencies except gold, the price of gold will be between $10,000 to $15,000, 10-year prediction made right here. So gold tokenization is coming. And those of you who are really serious would like to go to Paris. At the end of April, there's a blockchain week happening in Paris. You can be a part of that once you register with the company, once you introduce minimum requirements that have. This is what I wanted to take a picture, Angela. This is really the picture that everybody should take a picture right now. This is my story. My story is August 11 of 2025. I opened an account. I put $130 in there. In 4 weeks, that money grew to $450. There's no way in this planet that you can do that. I saw that the returns are phenomenal. I started to introduce it to my friends and family, including my brother, and some of the return came from there. But I started to add in some more money. I topped it up to $3,000, see how it performs. I got into a little bit more of a serious promoter of the company because I went to Dubai, I saw it, and in total, my goal was to show people how to make $1,000 per week. $1,000 per week for the month is $4,000. $1,000 a week comes from a simple formula. You take the desired income. Maybe Vince was telling me yesterday, how do I get $10,000 a month? Here's the answer. You take 10,000, you divide it by the interest rate that you get. Remember robots, 16.52%? 5,000, divide that. It'll tell you exactly how much money you need to make $1,000 a week steady income. Freedom for life, cash for life, if you will call it. That's really the formula I was after. I found it, I did it, I took it, I teach it to my friends and family all over the world. The most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. And the second most powerful force in the universe is compounding people. If you have no money, but you know a lot of people, there's some good people there who are hungry, who want to do something special, who are going to be introduced to this company, who are going to load their $100,000 to $1 million in here, and you're going to get paid for it. And that is why the system was built. Ahmad Zen himself told me we built this system after researching all of the companies in US, Canada, globally, like Amway, like Primerica, like all of the multi-level, every type of system before we created this affiliated program, which is very, very unique. This company does, and I intend to prove it to you. How do you register and why do you come here? First of all, the best lucrative compensation that I've met in 30 years of service in Canada. Let me talk about that first. Residual income is the day you work, You will get paid for the rest of your life on that day's work. Not just you go to work, you go 2 weeks later, you get a paycheck and it's done, you have to repeat it again. None of that. That stuff, that's old-fashioned. That was built in 1800. It's now 2026, let me remind you. A proven action system, a proven system, a plan of action. That's what I'm going to talk about next. Highly in-demand products and services. Now, I don't want to make anybody feel embarrassed, but if you had more than $5,000, I've been to seminars, I asked them, rarely people's hands go up that they have liquid cash of $5,000. We live in the best time in history. We live in the best countries in the world, and most of us are broke. Ladies and gentlemen, we got products to address that. We can fix that. We can do it. We can fix it. How? By accountability and mentorship. This is really what's missing from the world. Everybody's trying to get you to go to their basically session, to their stuff or their promotion. This is not about me. I already have built up my organization globally. This is about you. This is your first day in school. This is your first day in this company. And we're going to help you, teach you, hold your hand. Step by step. How do we do this? On live sessions every single day. Hugh Paul, gentleman who introduced me, is from Ireland, just got paid $3 million in the last 12 months gone. In the last 12 months with 5 other people who do this on a daily basis. I watch these videos 5 times a day. I watch this presentation 5 times a day. Why? They told me, you do what we do, you get what I got. I said, that's a good deal. How do I do it? We have a Persian presentation every morning at 11 o'clock. I do with my friends and family here. We have a Zoom o'clock with the Zoom Pulse at 3 o'clock. You can log into anywhere in the world, send it to Iran, send it to Australia, friends and family can do, and we have a 4 o'clock family presentation. I showed you my family pictures. I've had all my sisters, my brothers. Why? Because charity starts at home. If it's good for you, it's good for me. If it's good for my brother and my sister, of course it is. And that is what Zone 1 training is. This particular slide is really important because exposure will make you believe. This concept is so simple. I showed my 12-year-old son. I said, do you understand what I just said? Yes, sir. You open an account, you pay $19.99, you put $100 in there, it starts making you money every single day. Do you understand? He says, yes. So we're talking to a world of adults. This is going to be life-changing for those of you who want to promote it. Now, you ever been to a restaurant that you want to tell your friends and family about? Last night, we went to Mandarin. Now, Mandarin was packed. Anybody been to Mandarin? Yes? No? Anybody? Yes? Of course you've been. You tell your friends and family to go places to eat. Imagine, from the minute you refer one person to Mandarin, you get paid for every single person that visits that Mandarin for the rest of that Mandarin's life. That is exactly what this is. When somebody starts to open an account and put $100, the company gives you 3% reward from the company's profit, not from the person's money. $100 of personal deposit is required. When you go to Voyager, you get 5%. Now, if I get $5 for every deposit and I get $3 for every deposit, I choose 5. I'm a little bit greedy. And if they have a 7, I want to go for 7%. That means every $100, no matter where, in Australia, in Dubai, in Saudi, in anywhere, in Mongolia, of all the places, deposits into the company, I get $7. That means you get $7, not me. This is not about me. This is a presentation that I'm doing to help you understand the most complex compensation system. Once you become a Nexus, which is right where I am right now, you become a shareholder in the company. Next step, Oracle. People in Malaysia, people in Japan, in China, Hong Kong, all over the world add their money every 3 months. You get 0.01% of whatever the global company has done, whatever money's gone into this robot, to this ecosystem, you get a percentage of that. The minimum paycheck every 3 months here is $8,000 to $16,000 every 3 months. Every 3 months. Now, to get from here to here, how long is it going to take you? A year? I don't know. It took me 4 months. Relentless, talking to my friends and family, answering all of their questions, logicals, illogicals, everything. But you grow through this process. You learn how to handle rejection. You learn how to become a nicer person. When people piss you off, you don't give them your peace of mind. You learn how to talk to them in a manner that they understand you have their best interest at heart. So here's the shareholder. That's where you come in. when you become an oracle. Along the way, you get bonuses. Every time you go to a new level, the company gives you a bonus, $100, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 for the job that you already did last week, last month, 3 months ago. If you have a $100 account opened up for yourself, anybody else you're inviting to the bank, they will give you $3. 3% in other words. Same $100, this is your deposit. Not more than anything minimal, but this is what you get, okay? This is how you achieve it. Once the robot has a total of $7,500 on the robot through your legs, you go to 5% automatically, same minute, same second. Once the robot has 25,000, this is called, in financial services, called money under management. When I was in a company called Primerica, at $5 million under management. It's not even on the radar here. The minute I left, they took all my customers and they stole them, give them to themselves. That's how the banking industry, the other industries work. This is simple plan of action where you get, I want you to keep your eye on this column right here. They said the goal of this company is to make 1,000 millionaires by year 2030, and I'll show you how you do it. Infinite. There's no levels here. It's a flat level. You just build a ladder. You go all the way to the sky. You only need 2 people to achieve all the way to here. What is this? This is an elite. Elite has an under management on the robot of $1.25 million, a $14 profit anywhere in the world. People deposit $100, you get 14.5%, all the way to $1 million. $8,000, $20,000 extra bonus. This is besides what you make, your robot makes, besides everything else. Magnet, 50,000 bonus. Mintos, Legend, Dominion. I myself have witnessed 5 people cross over $1 million, get this $500,000 instantly. One of them, I was on a presentation, it happened by end of this presentation, and he got this bonus live. His name is Hugh Paul. He does presentations every single day at 3 o'clock, and if you listen to this guy, he never talks about he makes millions of dollars. Rich people don't brag about the money they make. They try to put it in the service of other people. So this compensation is to be studied, to be understood. This could change your family's future. That is why I got all of my family involved here in this session. Now, this is really important. Most people don't have a track record, don't know where to go, who to ask, what to do. This was me. This is August 2025 by myself, found out about this company, boom, boom, boom. I told 3, 4, 5 people, started 130 to 450. I showed you. Then I teach them how to do this. And this is not a pyramid. This is an ecosystem that you are building, because if this guy right here comes and puts $1 million, you could go right here. You could go bypass the network. It's the volume-based business. In my last 90 days, as I mentioned, this is a 90-day track that I started, and I've repeated it twice right now. I started with nothing. 90 days, I put enough money on the robot to replace my own income, which is, let's say, $5,000 Canadian every month. And from there on, it keeps growing. Every single minute that you are alive, money will start to coming. Paul, the gentleman that I told you about, started in March of 2025. He has now 6,700 people in his network, and it's global. I am proud to represent Canada. This is taking a wildfire all over the world. Some people say, how long is it going to take you? Fastest person is done in 7 days. Just open an account, load $100, see what happens, go to Voyager. This is a Voyager pet. Anybody who's serious, I can show you how to become a Voyager. Go from 3% to 5% in 7 days. Very simple. How do we do this? We got all of the lever you need. What is lever? It's help. You know, anybody been working in the gardens or on the farms, you need help sometimes. This is your help. To build, to lift $1 million goal, you're gonna need mentors, you're gonna need a team of people, you're gonna need a network, you're gonna need infinite networks. Infinite networks. There's no end to this. Anybody signs up from anywhere in the world, you make money right here. You need the tools, that's the robot. You need the systems, that's the ecosystem we're introducing today. This is portable. I just go on my phone. I could be anywhere in the world, and I could do this presentation on my laptop, and that's the business. That's the expense. 1, 2, 3, and I already had all 3 of them. You start here with $0 to build a business that will give you the potential to make 1 million or more. Now, when I talk about $1 million or more, this is like almost a transplanted heart or organ, your body, your mind, your whole spirit. You will reject this. Say, no way. It's taken me all my life to get here. to 40,000 a year, to 50,000. There's no way I can double my money or double my income or 10 times my income. If you're making 50,000, if you made 50,000 last year, all you do is put another zero right in front. Now you're making 500,000. Now how? You apply the system. You apply the system. You apply the system. And these are the mentors. This one is Canadian again.
We are pleased to announce that a true professional has joined our team. Shane Moran is a master trainer, strategist, and world-class mentor. His track record includes building a company from the ground up to $1 billion in sales in under 5 years, transforming the lives of 2.2 million families across more than 50 countries. Shane is an author, an internationally awarded leader, and one of the world's most powerful communicators. His knowledge, energy, and vision inspire thousands to expand their financial reach. Shane Moran's contribution takes our growth to the next level and reinforces Aurum's position as a force shaping the future of finance.
Shane Moran, last night I had a session. A lady at 10 o'clock tested me. I work with Shane Moran. Do you know him? I said, yes. Says, I am an employee with Shane Moran, but I'd like to be in Aurum. Can you send me an invite link? Sooner or later, every single person who watches these videos or comes to our seminars will sign up, will start up. The question is, do you want to start with the experts or you want to start with the persons who don't know anything about it and may even give you wrong information? I like to work with experts. Shane Moran is an expert. He's Canadian. He lives in Italy. He does training classes every single Monday at 11 o'clock. Requirements of success is learning, and he does that. Make sure you connect with us on social media. First of all, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We record a lot of video, including this one, and we will be here to answer any questions you might have.